So, first question you're probably asking is, "Hey John, what you drinking today?" Lemonade, Cloverfield, Clover Valley, rather. I always say Cloverfield. Clover Valley was like a buy one get one free, so I've never had the lemonade one before. I've got these still, the Weiler's cotton candy, but I mean I'll finish them, but I don't like them very much. So, oh, these look pretty hefty. Jesus, these are pretty big. How many? Yeah, you can tell they're actually a bit wider. So it looks like there may be more bang for you. Usually when it comes to store brands, that's usually how it is. But I wanted lemonade. The lemonade thing at work, despite the fact that the thing doesn't need CO2, the one at work doesn't work. I tried to get lemonade and it wasn't coming out properly. So, you know, there's that. Um, but yeah, I just wanted lemonade. Um, but yeah, let's talk about this. So first off, let me just say I don't have a problem with black leaders, and I've said before about this game they should have added Barack Obama, the first black president, leader, the commander in chief of the most powerful military on this planet, and they choose to do this. Take the Mongolians and make them black, or at least this one. Um so hmm. but and this is the way it is now. You know, like slavery shouldn't have happened. It really shouldn't have. No one should be enslaved. No one should have to deal with it, to deal with that. But trying to erase history and trying to make historical black figures and whatever black is not going to take away any of the pain, is it? You had this crap with Cleopatra. The Egyptian government came out and was like, "Yeah, can you not do that? Cleopatra wasn't black. I think us, Egypt, would know a lot more than some fucking left wing, historians." It's like Cleopatra wasn't black. She wasn't even Egyptian. She was like freaking Greek or something. But trying to erase history is not going to change your history. Yes, you're still going to be have been enslaved. Nothing's going to change that, and it shouldn't have happened. But trying to erase history is not going to help. So they had a chance to put in Barack Obama, the first black president, powerful, most powerful military in the world, and this is what they go with. This is what they go with. So, Civilization 7, roasted after promotional trailer depicts black female as leader of East Asian army. So, like the Mongols. You know, because everyone was black. The Mongols, black. Cleopatra, black. Anne Boleyn, black. Napoleon Bonaparte, black. The shoguns in Japan, black. These are the same people who are like trying to tell you that Yasuke was a super important figure in Japan. He wasn't. He was a bodyguard. So, trying to rewrite history for what reason? What purpose is it serving? Again, slavery shouldn't have happened. But trying to rewrite history and race swap characters or historical figures, it's not going to take the pain away. It's not going to erase the history that's already happened. All it's going to do is make you look like a bunch of fucking assholes. Sid Meier's Civilization 7 was once again roasted for its DEI agenda as it depicted a black female leading black female woman. Yeah, pretty good. A black female woman. You might as well just say dark black female woman. Depicted a black skinned, dark skinned black female woman leading a group of East Asians, just like, in history, which this game is supposed to be historically accurate when it comes to their characters. In a promotional video seemingly aiming at humor, Sid Meier's Civilization VII showed a black woman leading a group of Asians and declaring that a captured land will be called Puddington because Melvin 392's glorious sweet tooth craves sugary spoils. The video has only been viewed 24,000 times, but has approximately 2,800 downvotes compared to just 99 upvotes. And it's only on game trailers for some reason, because that's what they're showing. I don't know if, but the comments are near unanimously negative and derisive of the ad. One wrote, "Remember to stop giving money to people who hate you." Another questioned, "What is this? Who is this aimed for?" One wrote, "Lamau, a black woman in charge of a group of Mongols, is top-tier comedy." Another claimed, "Never forget the fact that their Insta page had to take this post down because every comment was saying their community manager should be fired." A black woman leading the Mongolian army. I don't know what this is for, but it's very insulting to East Asians. How about a Chinese leading the European Union and American Revolutionary Army? That's great. Another commented, "Humankind 7, a game made not for Civ fans." I'm actually impressed, said one. "I didn't think they could have actually made it less likely for me to ever buy this game, but somehow they managed to do it. I've bought and played the series since Civ 2. Wow, that's a long time ago. But seeing something like this is just so repulsive to me that I won't even buy this game at 90% off with all DLC included in a year or two when it will be dead anyway." Um, Go woke, go broke, said another. One rejected the IP's catchphrase, "No more turns, please." Another questioned, "Why didn't the time money that went into this go into making the game better?" A question, another asked, "A question for the authors and scriptwriters. What were you smoking when you came up with this?" This is not the first time the Civilization 7 has been roasted. The game was roasted when it announced that Harriet Tubman, which perfectly fine as a human being and great woman, but as a leader, which is what the game is, it's like leaders from different time periods and races and this and that. She wasn't a leader. Again, this is why I said Barack Obama, President of the United States, Commander-in-Chief of the most powerful military on the planet. They could have added him. And since the guy is still around and kicking, imagine him actually voicing his character in the game. That would have been fucking amazing. I mean, because all these other characters are having to be voiced by others, because obviously historical figures, none of them are around anymore, but Barack Obama is. Imagine him having the chance to voice his own character in a game where he is, whatever they want to place him as. That could have been huge. That would have been a major thing for players. Able to hear not just not a voice actor's voice, but Barack Obama himself. But this is what they go for? This is what they're wasting their effort on? Black Mongolians? The game also received mixed reviews on Steam when it was released back in February. The game still has mixed reviews. The game's player count has also cratered. After a week after release, it hit a peak of 84,000 concurrent players. However, in the last 24 hours, 13,000. Sucks to be you. In comparison, Civilization 6, which were released back in October 2016, hit a peak concurrent of 162,000 players after it released. The game had a 24-hour peak of 34,000. So, a huge decline, but I mean, still better than, 13K. Similarly, Civilization 5 also had a higher 24 peak count than Civilization 7. It hit 17,000. Oh, we'll round it up, 18,000. It also had a higher peak concurrent player count. It also had a higher. It hit 91,000 in July 2013, 3 years after it released. Wow. Again, they have such opportunities to do good things with this, you know, and because you don't know when or if they're gonna make another one. So again, imagine Barack Obama in the fucking game. Getting Barack Obama himself to voice that character because he's still alive and well. Historic figure. First black president, commander in chief. They have such an opportunity, and this is what they go for. And the best part is, all the fucking morons watching this are going to sit here calling me a racist when I'm outright saying that Barack Obama should be in the game. So tell me, where's this racism? Where's this racism that you're claiming that I'm talking about? Because I hear myself saying Barack Obama should be not be only in the game, but Barack Obama himself should voice himself in the game. Where's the racism? Yeah, you really can't come up with anything now, can you? No. These fucking morons will try to twist it and do these mental gymnastics. Try to say, oh, because she's a woman. I have no problem. I said Harriet Tubman would have been a great choice if she was a leader. But these are generals and colonels and leaders. Like what she did was great, but she's not a leader. So I once again, it's like erasing history and changing history, no matter what it's in, whether it be games or TV shows or movies. It's not going to erase the pain of 400 years. It's just going to make you look like a bunch of fucking assholes because you're constantly trying to erase things and like, oh yeah, Beethoven was black, Napoleon Bonaparte was black, Nikola Tesla was black, Cleopatra and Nefertiti were black. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. Instead of trying to insert yourself in places in history where you didn't exist, why not embrace your own rich culture? African culture is amazing culture. Like, why not just embrace your own culture? Talk about your own history. Like, why try to insert yourselves into everything else? Oh, we were warlords, we were emperors, we were shoguns, we were No, you weren't. Embrace African culture. African culture is great. It really is. The heritage and the culture, just the culture in general. Beautiful culture. Beautiful, very beautiful people. Very fine people. Where they have their own gods. They have their own ways to worship. They have their own practices. They have their own way of life. Why not embrace that? Why keep trying to change history? When you could have added someone like Obama into the game, or another black figure who was actually a leader. Instead, they do this stupid fucking race gender swap bullshit. But of course, I'm still the racist, right? I'm still the racist, despite the fact that I'm encouraging for better representation of black individuals by putting actual black leaders into the fucking game. But no, I'm still the racist, right? Because some people don't want to listen to reason. They're just fucking rerees. So, universally despised so far. I don't know what... As a great man once said, what were they thinking? If you know, you know. But this is current day. Current day, where these people seem to think that they know better than, say, like I said, the Egyptian government and Egyptian historians who are like, Cleopatra's not black. She's not black. Please don't do that. They think they know better than, say, Mongolians or China or Japan or any of these other countries that they're trying to race swap individuals. But they have such opportunity, such an opportunity. And this is not something I've just started saying. If you go back to whenever I first started making videos about this game, I think I've only made like 2, 3 other videos. And since the beginning, I've said how Obama should have been in the game. Like, I don't know if it's just because he's still alive, but he would be a great addition. And the fact that he's still alive to voice himself would be perfection. Imagine that man being immortalized in the video game. So, current day, what do you expect? Anyway, that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.